in this video. 2022 RC213V is not one of the best bikes which Honda have brought, says Marc MARQUEZ. Aprilia are closer than ever to a harder than ever Motogp victory, says Aleix Espargaro. And Andrea Dovizioso says he is better than the madman Fabio in braking but losing too much in other areas. My name is Sankalp and this is your Racing News Fix. The new Honda RC213V is the talk of the paddock. Completely redesigned from ground up, Honda have put 2 years of R&D into this new rider-friendly prototype. But what does their star rider think about the new bike? At the Sepang and Mandalika test, Marc MARQUEZ had initially said that he didn't like the bike too much at first, but by the end started to feel that the bike was his own Honda, but didn't speak much about the details. Last week in an interview with DAZN, Marc spoke about how the new bike is different from the old one and openly admitted that this prototype is not the best version of the RC213V since he joined the Repsol Honda team. Speaking about the ways in which the new bike feels different, Marc started. Honda has changed a lot. The bike has changed a lot, so it is all very new. I think it is the biggest change there has been in Honda since I started in 2013. This is also an effort for me because they have made a radical change. When there is a drought of results, there are radical changes, and now I can't find my bike. The bike we were racing until last year was based a bit on Dani Pedrosa, who is the one who developed that bike, but changes have been made in the many years that have passed. It was a very small bike and I am also little, and it was all going very well. But now it's a bigger bike. But inside the big bike, you can feel comfortable too, and that is what I am trying to achieve. When asked about whether he thinks this is the best bike Honda have brought to the test, Marc admitted, no, because there have been years when I have had it better. But a better bike does not mean that it will be a magnificent year. In 2015 at the Malaysia test, I did a test where you can say we swept away everyone else, and then it was the worst year for me. And there have also been other years when the bike was better. Without going too much into 2020, in the Jerez test we made a mistake. We went down to almost the last position and again got back to the second place. That was the bike which was going very well. Aprilia surprised everyone at the pre-season test, and listening to the comments of the riders, it seems like somehow they have managed to instill the turning capabilities of an inline 4-powered bike in their V4 Power RS GP22. Last year, Aprilia had their best year in MotoGP since their return, with Aleix Espargaro finally getting up on the podium, and that too in a normal race. To show the progression of the bike, the goal for 2022 is clear: to win races. When asked whether he felt Aprilia had to win a race this year to prove their progress, Aleix Espargaro said, yes, for sure. Last year we achieved the first podium, so obviously we are going to try to win. Although optimistic, Aleix acknowledges that due to the talent on the grid and all the bikes bunched so close together in terms of performance, it will be very difficult to win races. Aleix continued, but it is very difficult. I think this year, the championship is going to be the most difficult in the history of MotoGP for sure, because the level of the riders and the level of the bikes is unbelievable. But yes, we are closer than ever to this target. Even if it is a very difficult target, we are closer than ever. And getting back full-time to MotoGP, Andrea Dovizioso is still struggling to adapt his riding style to Yamaha after riding the Ducati for 8 years. So far, Dovi has been very open about his struggles to forget his Ducati muscle memory and learn to ride the M1 like Fabio does. And although he feels he has made significant progress in some areas, he admits that in his weaker areas, he is simply losing too much to be competitive. When asked if he feels comfortable enough to push the bike to its limit, Dovi started, no, still no, I am not at 100%. I'm improving and my feeling has improved, but the final result is not what I want because I want to be more in the front. Further speaking about the areas where he thinks he is even stronger than Fabio, Dovi continued, in terms of braking, I am much better. At this moment, I'm even better than Fabio and Fabio is braking really well. I am just happy that we found the way to brake, and this is a very big positive. Admitting that he is still not 100% in how to turn the bike, Dovi concluded, but I'm losing a lot in some other areas, and too much. Fabio makes a difference in the change of direction. He rides like a madman. He is very responsive, accelerates before the gearbox, and better prepares the bike for corner exits. This is what we need to improve. If you made it till here, help me out. Subscribe to the channel and ring that notification bell. Here are 2 more videos which you might enjoy. My name is Sankalp and I'll be back with another video very soon.